In this video, I'm going to review black pens. I have quite a few in my stash, and I thought it would be kind of fun to do a video where I kind of reviewed them and give you my thoughts on them and answer any questions that you might have. So I'm going to be using a sketchbook pad just to keep this really simple. And I'm going to just run through the different brands and the types of pens I have and let you know as much information about them as I can. Okay, so this first one is the Uniball Vision Fine Tip. And this one is also waterproof. So this one is the Uniball Vision. And it has a fine tip, and I'm just going to put WP next to it. I really like this. It has a nice flow to it, and I think the color of the ink is really nice. The next one is the Pilot Varsity. Love this. I don't know if you like these kinds of pens. It's more like a calligraphy pen, I guess, and it just has a really nice smooth feel to it. So I'm going to write this Pilot Varsity. And I did run some water on this one, and it did not appear to be waterproof. So I really like that one. These are like some of my top favorites here that I'm going to go over first. This one, love the tip. It's a very small tip. This one has what they call an extra fine tip. And I really like the way it feels on the paper. It's just very smooth. This is the Paper Mate, and this is called Liquid and Flare. It's kind of an interesting name, and it says extra fine. Again, I did not find this one to be waterproof or water resistant. The next one feels tighter, like not as fluid on the paper, but I love how it gives a really nice fine point. Uniball just makes great pens. And this is Uniball Deluxe. Oops, or it's misspell that. Deluxe Micro. And this one is waterproof. So that one's another favorite. And then I really like this one too. This one is, let me see, this has got a really nice dark ink on it. Again, a Uniball. And this is a Uniball Vision Elite. So we had the Elite, and then we had up here, we had the Vision Fine. And this one is not water resistant or waterproof. This one is a really nice one too. So I would say these are probably, I have a few more favorites, but these are some of my newer pens that I really like. And then I would add to that, as far as pens that I love, is the Uniball Air Micro. So let's go in with that. And this one is waterproof as well. And this one is really nice. It's kind of hard to show you the pen. Tip kind of feels a little bit like a cross between a marker and a pen. I really, really do like that one as well. Okay, so let's dive into some more. This one is a Current, and it says Professional Waterproof Technical Pen. And so this one has a very, very small fine point in it. And this one flows. It feels really nice on the paper. And I'm going to write that down. I'm just going to put Professional Tech Pen. And this one is also waterproof. All right, so there's that one. And then, of course, there's the Sharpie permanent marker. And this one's the Ultra Fine Point. Not one of my favorites. In fact, sometimes it doesn't write very well. Marker, I'm just going to put marker on here. And this one's a fine point, and it is waterproof. I have to press a little bit harder with this one, I think, than the others, and I'm not really fond of that. I want something that writes, whether I'm doing doodling or writing or just working in my journal or just doing everyday work. I want to have a good pen. So, all right, let's continue. So the next one is, this one is the Uniball Signo. And I think this one is the 0.07. So let me go ahead and do this one. This one's nice too. Uniball Signo. And then it was the 0.7 gel. This says gel grip. So let's write that down. Gel grip. This one flows nicely across the paper. I do like that one. And I didn't test this one, so let's see if this one's waterproof. It was on my list, but I didn't test it. And I'm going to say no, it's not. All right, so I'm not going to put that one on there that it's water resistant, waterproof, because it's not. Okay, next we have, this is called the Precision Pen. This is American Craft. Not real dark, and I have to kind of press a little bit hard on this one too. I'm not a fan of this one. Precision, it is waterproof, and I'm going to put American Craft. I don't like this one as much. Again, I think the ink is a little too light for my liking, and I have to press a little bit hard on that one. Okay, next is the, I like this one too. I put this one at the one of the top ones too, is the Signo. Is that Uniball? Yeah, Uniball. Again, they make awesome pens. And this is broad. And it is waterproof, and the ink is really dark, and it has a thicker line. I think obviously it's called broad. I actually have a couple of those in my stash. Next is the Faber-Castell. These are always a really good set. There comes in sets of these different artist pens, and they're called Pitt pens. And they kind of feel kind of like softer, more marker-like at the tip. I mean, you have to press a little bit on these. I really do like these. This one is the fine tip, and they're waterproof. So these are great for working with doodling. I love that they come with different tip sizes, and they're really flexible. Here's the same pen, and this one's going to be in what they call small. So I'm going to put this one right next to this one here. And it's waterproof. And this is the Pitt. And this one is the small. Seems like this one says fine, this one says small, but the small seems to be a little bit tinier on the tip. So I don't know, it's kind of strange, huh? Okay, next we have, this one is the Uniball Gel Impact. Ooh, that one's nice. Uniball Gel Impact. And this one is, I think, the 1.0 millimeter. And I didn't check this one. Let's see. I don't think this one's waterproof. So let's just test it to make sure. No, that one is not waterproof. So I just want to make sure I do my best to let you know which ones are and which ones are not. Okay. Now, this is an oldie but a goodie. It's the Pilot Permaball medium tip. And it's Pilot. You can see the ink is a little bit lighter. This one is waterproof. I don't even know if they make this one anymore. I've had these pens for a very long time. If you ever come across these, I recommend them. But there are a lot of good pens on the market now. So I think that as mixed media artists, we can find a lot of options these days. That was, like I said, I've been using that. I had used that brand many, many years ago, and it's a nice pen. All right, this is the Food Ball 1.5, and it is waterproof, and it has the tip is. It's like a ball in there. And I like this pen, but I've found other pens I like more. Sometimes the way it writes, it skips when I write. And I don't know if it's just the pen itself or if that's just the nature of this ball as the ink moves around, if that's what happens with it. So that's another option. And then there's the Posca, which we tried. If you haven't watched the video of the white pens, I also talk about the Posca in the white. Now, I have really scraped up the tip of this, so it has like there's little bits on it I think I need to take off, which is giving me kind of like some lines on it. But these are really nice pens too. The Posca, this one is 0.09 to 1.3. It's a kind of a fat tip, and this one is the bullet. It says bullet shaped on the pen itself. Oh, and I didn't test this one to see if this one's waterproof either, so let's do that. And the answer to that is no. So that one's not waterproof either. Okay, and then I have one more, and this is, I think it's pronounced Tool or Toll. It's an extra fine permanent marker. It's my understanding that these are used a lot in architecture. This is an extra fine tip, so I'm gonna write the name here. Extra fine. And it's waterproof. And for this one, I mean, you can kind of look at some of these and tell the differences in the colors of the ink. This one's sort of, it's a lighter color on the black. And again, I like a darker ink. So let's see here. The favorites that I think I had set over here. I got them sitting over to the side. So this was the Liquid Flare. Has that nice, really tiny tip. And the Liquid Flare was Papermate. And this one was the Uniball Deluxe. Nice little tip. They all are so different. It's amazing to me how pens can be so different. And the Uniball Vision Elite. That one feels good. The Pilot Varsity, which is that really nice calligraphy pen. Oh my goodness, I love that. It doesn't say calligraphy pen on it, but and then this is the Uniball Vision. This was the other one. And this one, I love the dark ink in this one. And this was the fine tip. And last but not least, the Uniball Gel Impact. This one's got a nice little fat tip and a super dark ink. Really like that one. And this was the 1.0. So there we have it. My collection of pens, the ones that I really like, and recommendations on the various ones and which ones are waterproof. So if you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. You can email me or send me a direct message right on Instagram. All right, thanks. Bye.